congratulations again on your movie.
Thank you.
You play Vincent, a very complex man in the movie.
Yes.
Talk to us about how you approach that particular role, because you've played a variety of movies,
Yes.
a variety of roles.
Yes.
How different was that for you?
Well, it definitely was different in the fact that I got to like have a character that I could work on, and you could see him from the beginning to the end of the film, and you know, this character that is definitely like going through a struggle. And at the same token, I think some of the similarities is, you know, I have been around certain things that you know, have the street element to it. Coming from Chicago, I've been around certain things, so I was able to relate to Vincent in many ways.
Yeah, and it was interesting to see you play that role, and you were suited up the entire time. You had a very clean look to you. So was it even much harder, because obviously you were clean, but the streets as we know it, you know, the attire is somewhat different, and the way they speak and act, if you will, is very different. So was it kind of, you know,
different to be suited? Yeah. I mean, it was a unique take on it to be suited.
Yes.
But I thought when the director made that choice, when Sheldon made that choice, I thought it was a good choice. At one point, I was like trying to talk him out of having Woody's character wearing a suit. But then I'm so happy he stuck with his guns and kept Woody in a suit too, because it adds to the elements of like these two human beings going through this world. Yes. They really, you know, don't want to fit in a way, like they don't want to be in this world, like, but they are in it. And the suit is just another example of like where the suit is almost like saying like, man, I want to get out of this world, you know, like this is where I see myself.
Yeah. Man, you're my older brother, and you still can't crack a crab without making all that mess. Here, you got to cover it. Then you can just go after it. You know what I'm saying? And the crab stays right there in front of you.
I just don't hit the hip, you know, baby?
Yeah.
You know that, baby. That's our life, baby. Yeah.
Where you been, boy? Let me check your pockets. I'm walking around my house. I'm just teasing, man. Sit down.
Young Barack, what's happening? Down to business.
You ain't never cracked no crabs?
Grandma always do it for me.
Boy, you from Baltimore and you don't know how to crack no crab.
Take off the legs first. You see some meat on one of them, you get it off. Eat that, huh?
And talking about your nephew, Woody. Hi, Woody. How fun was that? How fun was the set? How fun was it playing Woody for you?
It was so much fun.
Yeah?
Because getting to work with all these great actors, and especially working with one of my favorite rappers, Common.
Yeah. I just have to ask you, were you really driving the car?
Yes.
You were, really?
Yeah, I was
wow.
driving.
So, for you, what do you think was your message that you were bringing with your character, Woody? What did you think you were bringing out?
Well, I don't really know how to explain it, but he's really innocent.
Yes.
But his uncle is teaching him that he's telling him that he has to grow up, be an adult, be a man.
Yeah.
One day, so it's kind of hard for Woody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this movie is this is your second movie.
Yes.
Yes. And the first one you were in Italian most of the time. So was it a little different for you to switch from Italian to an English speaking movie?
No, not really. But it was definitely crazy to speak Italian for a whole movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I think that's amazing.
Yeah, yeah. For you, you know, as an African American man, and you know, you look at what's happening. You know, we have an African American president, but you also look at some of the social ills that we're experiencing. What would be your core message through love?
Well, through love, I would like to say, man, it is some social ills and a cycle that has been going on in our inner cities with black youth. And it's been a lot of violence. It's been violence there, and we want to stop that.
Yes.
Like, and I hope Love brings. I hope the film Love brings that dialogue and that discussion up to the point where we can say, hey, how do we stop this cycle? Because the film is dealing with the cycle of that, like what Fish passed on to Vincent, and Vincent is passing on to Woody, and it's like we hope at the end that Woody doesn't like walk away like, yeah, I'm going to be like doing the street thing. I mean, it doesn't feel like that. So we want to know, how do we stop that cycle? And that's what I want people to get from the film.
Absolutely, and it's much needed. And as we close out the year, I really appreciate this movie. Thank you.
Thank you.
Job
Thank
well
you.
done, guys.
God bless.
Thank you.
I love when he does it.
Not everybody gets the whole song. You're very lucky.